Deputies stopped an inmate from trying to blow himself up at a park in Hamblen County. The sheriff's office says Randall Green barricaded himself in a building. This was at Cherokee Park where gas and diesel fuel are stored. He then called 911 and told them that he was going to blow up the building. Deputies entered the building and stormed the room. Green tried to ignite the fuel, but deputies put it out with 2 fire extinguishers before anything happened.
Well, the Knoxville Police Department and the FBI are